Yo, what's up, everybody? It's what? 1 p.m. in the day. So listen, I just recorded something else, and I really want to get y'all input on this. Tell me what y'all think, okay? Y'all know I'm doing a motivational mixtape. I'm just fooling around right now with my thoughts, like freestyling it, but I'm actually going to go into a studio and record it professionally. But I just laid down some tracks, and I wanted to know what y'all thought about it, okay? I want you to know that I really value your opinion, so here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I didn't come here to lose. I don't know about you. I did not come here to lose. Oh, I didn't come to lose. I didn't come to lose. I didn't come to lose.
Can y'all hear it?
No, sir, no. I didn't come to lose. Didn't come to lose. I didn't come to lose. No, sir. When I was in school, my teacher told me I could be whoever I wanted to be. All I had to do was close my eyes and see, and I can reach and believe and achieve the goals that I had before me. All I had to do was visualize. So I came to understand that if I can see it, believe it, I can achieve it. Einstein said that imagination is the preview of life's coming attraction. Imagination is everything. So again, if I can see it, believe it, I can achieve it. I didn't come to lose, so I started to look at my life and see where I wanted to go. As a child, I grew up and there was nothing but trees, trees, and more trees all around me. So imagination was everything, like Einstein had said. I saw myself traveling the world. I saw myself being this girl that everybody loved. I saw myself being on stages. I saw myself in the movies. I saw myself being this big person doing big things because I didn't come to lose. Because when I was in school, it was cool to get your work. And they told me that if I can see it, believe it, then I can achieve it. And so I started to see it every day. I would close my eyes and pretend I was getting my prize, and that prize was that Oscar. And they said, the Oscar goes to Solundia Hammond. Ha! Say what? Say what? The Oscar goes to
Solundia Hammond.
Every day when I got home from school, I would open up my books and I would do my homework and I would do everything I needed to do so that I could get back to being who I was truly made to be, which is the actor, the speaker, the author, the one that created everything in her imagination, because they told me that if I could see it, I could achieve it. So I believed it. And so every day I would pretend I was on stages all across the world, greeting people, boys and girls, men and ladies, telling them all about all the great things that this world has to bring. Yes, I told stories. Yes, I told everything I needed to tell to inspire people. I saw this, I see this, I believe this, I believe that, and now I'm achieving this because I achieved that. I didn't come to lose, no, didn't come to lose. I did not come to lose. Didn't come to lose, came here to win because I know why I was sent, and that was to live this life. Not to be spent, not to be broke, not to be doubtful, not to be afraid, not to be scared. I came to win. I came to win. I came to win. I said I came to win, baby. Listen, regardless of what people are telling you, regardless of how you are feeling, I can assure you of one thing. You were not created to waste space. You were not created to fail. You were not created to just live in a life of mediocrity. You were not created to be average. You were not created to be fearful. You were not created to not do anything. You were created to win. You were made in the image of the all-great one, the all-powerful one, the all-knowing one. You are a creative individual. You are a creative being. All you have to do is be the vessel. Open up, surrender, and let it flow. Because you didn't come to lose. Connect with Sueham at Sueham.
So I'm doing a motivational mixtape. I got to get into the studio and get it done the right way. But I'm testing some things out. Y'all tell me what y'all think.
Sueham Entertainment.
Let's try this one.
Sueham Entertainment.
I was 32 years old. 32 years old, and that was the only time that I can ever remember hearing my father tell me, "I love you." Now, he didn't tell me face to face because he was laying in the hospital dying.
Share this.
From colon cancer.
Share this.
He
Share
told
this.
me over the phone. I was 32 years old. My dad was a strong man who went after his dreams, a strong man who provided for his family, a strong man who constantly educated his mind. I was 32 years old.
Thanks for sharing, Sabrina.
My dad died.
Share this, y'all.
It was at that time that I realized I came here to win. I came here to live. I came here knowing that my time is limited, for my dad died at the ripe age of 56 years old. 56 years old. I thought my dad was invincible. I thought my dad was strong. I thought my dad would never die. I thought my dad would live on and on and on and on and on and on. But he was 56 years old when he transitioned from this life. And what that taught me is that I don't have all the time in the world to live my dreams. I don't have all the time in the world to get about the business that the Creator created me for. So at 32 years old, I woke up and I realized that things had to change. I realized that I had to live before I die. You see, unlike a lot of people in this world, I knew that when I was born, I knew, and I remembered the reason I was born. I was born to create laughter. I was born to inspire people to live, love, learn, and laugh, to not quit, but to follow their dreams to success. I was born to do that on stages and to speak to thousands, hundreds of thousands, and millions all across the world. I was born to do that through the gift of the arts. I was born to do that by picking up a microphone. I was born to do that by writing. I knew my purpose at an early age. Yet, it wasn't until 32 years old when I realized that life is so precious and sometimes so short. And sometimes that if we don't live it, we will miss our moment. And so slowly but surely, I began to realize the important things in life. It wasn't materialistic things. It wasn't the long Cadillac Escalade ESV that I had. It wasn't the 745 IL BMW. It wasn't the Mercedes S430. It wasn't the Infinity. It wasn't any of those things. It was living, loving, learning, and laughing that mattered. I'd come to a point in my life where I was at the lowest. I'd had repossessions. Yeah, the bank said, "We want your home, Miss Hammond," so I had to get up out of there. My kids were no longer living in the same household because money had become scarce. I was in a position where cars were being repossessed out of my yard. I was in a position where all of my rental properties were no longer my rental properties. I was in a position where the money I had in the bank was less than zero. It was a negative 500. And when you pulled the credit report, Equifax would clearly show that I was close to $1 million in debt. I was at a point in my life where it was either fight or take flight. And for the longest, I felt like I had been taking flight. So now it was time to fight for what I knew I came here to do, which was to live my purpose and to glorify God.
Yes.
And to stop living on fear. So with my back against the wall, I decided I needed to have 3 things to make this dream come true. I needed to have drive, the urge to achieve my goals. I needed to have determination, meaning that I would not quit. I would not give up in the face of adversity. I would not stop. I would not turn my back on my dream as I've done so many times before. And I had to have discipline. That means I had to get up and work the dream regardless of how I felt, regardless of how the bank account looked, regardless of how I saw my life. I had to be disciplined enough to get up every day and do the videos. Be disciplined enough to get up every day and write the stories. Be disciplined enough to get up every day and read the books, listen to the audios, do the things to feed my mind so that I could grow my gift. So I kicked my drive into overtime. I was determined not to quit. I was determined to live my dreams. And I was disciplined enough to do what it takes. You see, I came to realize that the dream had me. And once I realized that the dream had me, it didn't matter what I did, what job I worked, what place I went to, who I met, who I didn't meet, what money I didn't have, what things may have gone wrong. At the end of the day, I cannot shake this dream. I cannot shake this fire in my belly because it had me. It was what I was created for, to come here on this earth to glorify God and to live the dream, to be a vessel for him to flow through. Come on, somebody. So when I realized that the dream had me and not I having the dream, then I began to be disciplined and buckle down and live the dream. Now, it hasn't always been easy, but it hasn't always been hard either. You see, a dream deferred does not mean the dream was denied. I had to come to understand that things don't happen overnight. You see, we are living in a microwavable environment where people think that they can pop up on the scene, lean back like a gangster lean and be successful like that. It takes time. You see, what an overnight success usually equates to is about 10 to 15 to 20 years in the business of you consistently being disciplined to work your gift. So I came to understand that it takes time, that it takes kicking my drive in the overhaul, that it takes being determined to stand up, to get punched in the face and get knocked down, to stand back up, to get sucker punched and to stand back up, to get a left hook, a right hook, an uppercut, and still bob and weave and stay in the fight, to be disciplined, to take those hits, to be disciplined, to study the greats. I understood that if I was going to win, I could not quit. Every time the wind blew in, darkness. Every time the wind blew in a valley experience. Every time the wind blew in somebody who was trying to take me out. Every time the wind blew in the haters. Every time the wind blew in the setbacks. I could not stop. I had to keep going because I'm determined to live my dreams this lifetime. You see, at 32 years old, my father told me he loved me. At 32 years old, I watched my dad take his last breath. He was 56 years old. I can't even begin to tell you how that made me feel to see my father, the patriarch, the head of the family, lie in a bed and just breathe like in pain at 56 years old. A decorated Vietnam veteran who served his country at 56 years old. A father of 6 at 56 years old. A father who was dedicated to educating his kids. A father who believed in demonstrating excellence. A man who had been married for 32 years. At 32 years old, I watched my dad at 56 take his last breath. And I said to myself, I wonder if Dad accomplished everything he wanted. I wonder if Dad lived the life he wanted, because I don't think Dad intended to leave this soon. So at 32 years old, I decided I didn't want any more regrets. I decided I didn't want to be on my deathbed and look back over my life, take inventory, and wonder what my life would have been like. I wanted to leave this world knowing that I rocked this baby out. That I had a funky good time while I was here. That I lived. That I loved. That I learned. And baby, I did a hell of a lot of laughing while I was here. I'm 43 years old. And I'm just getting started. I understand that when you are chasing the dream, that you've got to have tenacity, you've got to be persistent, you've got to be consistent, you've got to be disciplined, you've got to have the drive, you've got to be determined, you've got to be knowledgeable. As Les Brown says, you've got to be hungry. And one thing's for certain, I am. And I am getting everything that God promised me. I am living the dream, no matter what. So at 43 years old, I can tell you today that I'm living a magically delicious life. And I'm planning on rocking this life out and doing everything that God has intended for me to do. And if you're listening to me right now, I suggest that you do these things, that you get about the business of living your dreams. Tomorrow is not promised. All you have is right now. So make today count. Right now, live your dreams. Connect with Sueham by going to sueham.com. That's SUE.
Okay, I got one more I want y'all to listen to.
.com.
Tell me what y'all think. I'm doing a motivational mixtape. I'm going to get in the studio and do a professional. Tell me what y'all think.
Entertainment. Yo, this ain't even about the money. This ain't about the money. It ain't about the money. The money, the money, the money, the money, the money, the money, the money. I go hard for my dreams. I value the gifts that God has given me. That's why I go hard. Sometimes I don't even sleep because I go hard. Because I value the dreams that my God has given me. This ain't about the money, 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 the money. I wake up because I want to go hard. I wake up because I got a gift. I wake up because I got something to do. I wake up because I got to see it through. I wake up because my kids are dependent on me. I wake up because I don't know what else to do. I wake up because I got to see it through. I wake up, I wake up, I wake up and know that this is not about the money, the money. I value my gifts. That's why every day I'm working my dream. I'm team no sleep. I'm team I want it as bad as I want to breathe. I'm team I'm hungry. I'm team it ain't over until I win. I'm team I'm going to sit in it until I win it. I'm team don't quit, follow your dreams to success. This ain't about the money. But what I do know is because I work hard, because I value my gift, because I go around the world inspiring people to live, love, learn, and laugh, I know that the gift will make room for me, so the money will come, honey. But understand that that is not the focal point. The focal point is to live my dreams. This ain't about the money. This ain't about the money. I remember when I wanted to kill myself. I remember when I wanted to give it all up. I remember when I just used to sit on that couch and not do nothing and say, man, what is up? I remember when I was fed up. I remember when I was stuck up. I remember when I wanted to give up. Then that moment came when I said, you know what, if I'm going to be here, I got to do what God created me to do. So I'm going to get about the business of living my dreams. I'm going to get about the business of pursuing my thing. I'm going to do what I do. I'm going to value my gifts. I'm going to work it. I'm going to hone it. I'm going to study. I'm going to watch the greatest so that I can become the greatest. This ain't about the money. This ain't about the money. I'm Sueham, baby. Mixtape coming soon. Sueham.com. Mixtape coming soon. Check it all out at suehambooks.com. This ain't about the money. This ain't about the money.
got one more I want y'all to listen to. Mixtape coming. I'm going to get in the studio and do it professionally.
How would I go about monitoring her page but not being too overbearing?
What's your daughter's name?
Her name is Anais.
I'd be like, Anais, bring that phone here. Because at the end of the day, you're the one that's paying that bill. You're accountable for her. So I would feel it is my right, it is my duty as a parent, as a mother, to go through her things. And I'd also put spyware on the computer.
That's a good idea.
No, that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
And I put it on my 2 youngest computers that I had to protect.
I was born to create laughter. I was born to inspire people to live, love, learn, and laugh, to not quit, but to follow their dreams to success. I was born to do that on stages and to speak to thousands, hundreds of thousands, and millions all across the world.
What I really enjoyed about sueham was that our kids from all backgrounds just soaked up her information. Her message is universal. It's not just for one type of kid. And so our kids really enjoyed her, and when they left the auditorium today, you could tell that they were extremely motivated. Thank you, Sue.
Sueham Entertainment.
And here's what I know. The people that I train, and the people that they train and transform their lives, and the people that they train and transform their lives. We're in God's pyramid. He said, the least that you do unto these, my brethren, you do it also unto me. And so the work that Shamir is doing, the work that Sue is doing, the work that Reuben is doing cannot be destroyed after I leave here.
But I guarantee you that if you are consistent and you walk this path, you will reach your destination. You might make a detour, there might be construction on the way, but if you keep going, keep the GPS set, you will be given an alternate route. Does anybody believe that? It's just like Siri. We are rerouting you. I will live and die by the dream. The same way they taught me in the Marine Corps to live and die by the sword, I will live and die by the dream. As they say in The Color Purple, nothing but death can keep me from it. I shall fulfill the dream and the purpose for which I was created. I am just that passionate about it. And because I am, I started to inspire other people. That's what leaders do. Leaders don't set out to become leaders. Leaders just become. Did you get that? Become. They become leaders. Just like a seed has the oak tree in the seed. It didn't start out an oak tree. The oak tree was in the seed. It had to become the tree. Do we get that?
Sueham Entertainment.
Last one, guys. So listen. Let me say this. Right now, the mixtape is 99 cents. That's because it's not, it's not the way I want it to be. But with that 99 cents, you get free access to my school. So you can go and grab the mixtape by going to my website, suehambooks.com. Grab the mixtape. It's only 99 cents. I'm going to get into the studio and I'm going to do some professional cuts. But I'm just letting y'all hear some of the stuff that's on my mind, some of what you can look for. Last one right here. If you just joined and go back and listen to the beginning and we finish.
I didn't come here to lose. I don't know about you. I did not come here to lose. Oh, I didn't come to lose. I didn't come to lose. I didn't come to lose. No, sir, no. I didn't come to lose. Didn't come to lose. I didn't come to lose. No, sir. When I was in school, my teacher told me I could be whoever I wanted to be. All I had to do was close my eyes and see, and I can reach and believe and achieve the goals that I had before me. All I had to do was visualize. So I came to understand that if I can see it, believe it, I can achieve it. Einstein said that imagination is the preview of life's coming attraction. Imagination is everything. So again, if I can see it, believe it, I can achieve it. I didn't come to lose, so I started to look at my life and see where I wanted to go. As a child, I grew up and there was nothing but trees, and more trees all around me. So, imagination was everything, like Einstein had said. I saw myself traveling the world. I saw myself being this girl that everybody loved. I saw myself being on stages. I saw myself in the movies. I saw myself being this big person doing big things because I didn't come to lose. Because when I was in school, it was cool to get your work. And they told me that if I can see it, believe it, then I can achieve it. And so I started to see it every day. I would close my eyes and pretend I was getting my prize, and that prize was that Oscar. And they said, the Oscar goes to Solundia Hammond. Ha! Say what? Say what? The Oscar goes to Solundia Hammond. Every day when I got home from school, I would open up my books and I would do my homework and I would do everything I needed to do so that I could get back to being who I was truly made to be, which is the actor, the speaker, the author, the one that created everything in her imagination, because they told me that if I could see it, I could achieve it. So I believed it. And so every day I would pretend I was on stages all across the world, greeting people, boys and girls, men and ladies, telling them all about all the great things that this world has to bring. Yes, I told stories. Yes, I told everything I needed to tell to inspire people. I saw this, I see this, I believe this, I believe that, and now I'm achieving this because I achieved that. I didn't come to lose, no, didn't come to lose. I did not come to lose, didn't come to lose, came here to win because I know why I was sent, and that was to live this life. Not to be spent, not to be broke, not to be doubtful, not to be afraid, not to be scared. I came to win. I came to win. I came to win. I said I came to win, baby. Listen, regardless of what people are telling you, regardless of how you are feeling, I can assure you of one thing. You were not created to waste space. You were not created to fail. You were not created to just live in a life of mediocrity. You were not created to be average. You were not created to be fearful. You were not created to not do anything. You were created to win. You were made in the image of the all-great one, the all-powerful one, the all-knowing one. You are a creative individual. You are a creative being. All you have to do is be the vessel, open up, surrender, and let it flow, because you didn't come to lose. Connect with Sueham at sueham.com. That's SUEHAM.com.
What's up, y'all? Thank y'all for previewing some of the songs I've done. I'm getting ideas. I'm going to do a motivational mixtape. Right now, I got some tracks available for only 99 cents. You buy that, you get access to my online school for free. I'm about to hit the studio, do it professionally, and release it to you guys. I love y'all. Share the video. Thanks. And share your thoughts.